My name is Amber Reed, R-E-I-D, birthday 12/27/90. I'm turning 32, but like I'm almost positive my like mental age, like my brain is stuck at 17. I'm actually starving, so okay, yes, I troll. Whatever, Troll Lynn has entered the chat. I'm totally fine with a clickbait title because you guys know I love me a clickbait title. You're not paying attention to your health, you don't care about your health, you don't care about your body, you want to die, you could have ate healthy, you chose not to, do you really need to go on vacation, you need to buy health insurance instead. I just don't want to hear it.
No one cares!
Hey you guys, Grüße aus Deutschland, greetings from Germany. First things first, before I give my commentary on Amber's most recent and successful attempt to further damage her reputation, there are a few conclusions I've recently come to about Amber that I would like to share with you. And so for those of you that are only here for my reaction to the latest, I'm putting timestamps in a pinned comment below. Fair warning though, as Amber's been sticking to uploading every other day, and her content is mainly filler content interspersed with trolling attempts to save us all time and energy, I will continue to cut out large parts of segments in her videos that are repetitive or irrelevant. For example, I'm not interested in her merchandise hauls. I understand that she's physically very impaired, mainly sedentary and keeping only her mouth and her hands occupied, but Amber holding products into the camera is not interesting to me. She's clearly a hopeless shopaholic trying to fill holes in her soul that she will most likely never learn to fill differently. And let's be real, how often can one call Amber a shopaholic, a reckless spender, and a hoarder without sounding repetitive, right? So these segments I'm going to continue cutting out. I will also cut out parts of her acting like a high school kid around her caretaker because that is just cringy and she's been doing it for too long now. Her excessive sexual innuendos make her come off as desperate and are only proof that the lady doth protest too much, methinks. If you are looking for a reaction channel that basically just re-uploads Amber's entire videos, this channel is not the one for you, because I deem my time too precious to be spending it on Amber unless she gets more tangled up in her web of lies. To that I will react. Okay, but on to what I was going to say before I get into today's reaction. In my latest video, I asked the question, why do Amber's exes not dish on her? We had an interesting discussion in the comment section, and thank you so much to everyone who took the time to type out their thoughts. There were a few thought concepts that I had not even taken into consideration because the Amberverse is too far away from my reality, from my perception of life. And so there are concepts that might be the reason why none of Amber's exes ever found it necessary to clear the public record, well, you know, on YouTube of Amber Reed. All we can ever do is speculate on what the truth is because Amber lies like there's no tomorrow. And so until the day she starts telling the truth, she's going to have to live with the fact that we all have our own version of what is going on in her life that she claims to share on YouTube. For money, of course. Otherwise, Homegirl would be standing in line at the local social services department. From my standpoint, the most probable answer to the question of why Amber's exes do not dish on her is that they all just want to move on and not be impaired by her toxic energy anymore. As someone who used to be married to a full-blown sociopath, I can totally relate. It's better to cut these people out of your life, move on, and never look back. Part of the reason why Amber's exes are silent might also be that they are ashamed of ever having been associated with her and falling for her sociopathical tricks. Becky seems to be the one that took the most emotional abuse and damage since she quit her job and as a result made herself the victim of Amber, depending on her financially and causing her to have to put up with Amber's abuse nonstop. She didn't have any alternatives. She hadn't thunk it through. Becky was also the one that had to endure Amber during a time when Amber made a decent income on YouTube, which resulted in Amber not realizing that she is the laughingstock of the weight loss community, but rather felt like she was famous and not infamous. As a result, Amber became even more delusional regarding her food addiction, gaining more weight, of course, as a result, being more egotistical than ever, vain and vicious. Amber was also at her heaviest weight, which we know she's approaching again now in April 2023. Didn't take showers for months on end, according to her own admission. Barely moved anymore and even needed her butt wiped. That was also documented or admitted to in later videos. I truly hope that Becky is getting the help she needs in dealing with the emotional abuse. Moving on. How is this possible? How can a person looking this big in the car look this much smaller 2 days later? Do you see that? There are only two possible answers. If there are more, let me know. Number one, she's using extensive filters on making herself look smaller and her skin, less broken out, like clearer. Or she's posting old content, or she's interspersing old clips with new clips. Cakegate was 2 weeks ago. In her recent video, she is responding to it. She's 2 weeks behind. That almost makes me feel like I shouldn't react to her latest video because it's old news. Why react to that? I think that Homegirl has completely lost control over the countless clips she has filmed in desperation to keep her YouTube channel afloat, and so she just posts them as she thinks they fit into her narrative, not taking into consideration that she continues to gain weight, which makes watching her videos in the order she's uploading them almost funny, because the clips are just willy-nilly spliced together with her being big, bigger, it's hilarious. But she cannot see what we see, her being smaller in older clips and huge in recent clips, because it does seem like she has reverse body dysmorphia, but I do not know enough about this disorder. And or she's so enamored with the way she looks that she's completely lost any connection to what she actually looks like to us out here. In her weigh-in video, she looked so much smaller than she did in current videos. The weight she claims to be or have been at do not add up at all. And there's no doubt in my mind that she mixes old clips with videos she recently filmed. For example, when voices got louder in the audience that Amber is not leaving the house anymore, she posted clips in which she looked much larger than she did in the rest of the video, her leaving the house though. And so it is absolutely plausible that she peppered new clips in with old clips just to prove that she is leaving the house, even though her physical measurements have been changing, and she's not aware of that. She was never aware of that. It is almost redundant at this point to say anything about Amber, because it is pretty clear that she's completely lost all connection to reality, the reality we all live in out here. No matter how desperate it comes off, she continues to clickbait and troll in the attempt to continue getting the money she needs to overeat every single day.
All day, every day. If I'm hungry, obviously I'm gonna eat something.
Which brings us to the latest of Amber's videos, titled Diagnosed with PTSD, Come to Target with Me, and Contacting Strawberry Hill. The vlog is 15 minutes long. I can assure you already that I'm not going to show everything, especially the haul and so forth. You're gonna see. I have to tell you guys, I watched the video, Amber's video, on Charlie's channel, the Dangleeng Ankle, on my way home from work yesterday, and I realized I have nothing to add to what he said. If you haven't watched his reaction to her Cakegate update, I'm linking his video in the description box below, but he pretty much hit the nail on the head like every single time. He even said things I was thinking at the time while watching, and And that's why I didn't post a reaction yesterday, because I felt like everything that needed to be said about what she thinks she can possibly say now to do damage control about the cake gauge, she doubles down. I mean, she doesn't even try to fix anything. She just doubles down. She's being stubborn and delusional, and so, you know. Amber's completely ruined her credibility over the years, and I don't think she's deserved to be taken seriously anymore. She's had enough chances to come clean on so many things. Every day she woke up, she had a fresh chance at being honest and authentic, but she chose being dishonest, smug, condescending, entitled, and vicious every single time, and she continues up to this day. But anyway, here's my reaction to her latest video.
Hello, hello, hello.
Dude, it feels like Groundhog Day.
I literally just ended my other vlog. We did the being interviewed by you, and then we did the P.O. box.
Or you're still wearing the same clothes from the day before.
And then I showed you guys these little butterflies I decided to wear in my hair. If you guys
I loved what Charlie from the Dangleeng Ankle had to say. Flies on poop.
didn't see that, I'm just showing you again. I'm going for the 90s today.
Okay.
Because why not? But
Yeah, because maybe you're 32 years old, but no, I'm not getting into that.
hello, good morning, good night, wherever you are. I hope you're having an amazing day. I am putting out the positiveness.
Or maybe positivity. Like, you could look up certain words if they don't come to you, you know?
Oh, y'all just reminded me.
No, we did not remind you.
Gotta take.
Greasy hair, holy fucking shit. How much longer are we going to watch this?
My Zoloft. Gotta take my Zoloft. Yes, I am on the Zoloft for
Yeah, guys, look up the side effects of that.
anxiety, and I'm just so excited for it to kick in. I have to take one of these. I wonder if I could swallow it without anything to drink.
Why? Because you're too lazy to get up and get some water?
Should I try? I did it! Oh my god, I should go drink water though.
She actually swallowed a pill and she's proud of herself, dude.
I'll be right back. Okay, guys. We need to talk. Where
Getting seasick here.
shall we go? So, I'm gonna play this clip right here and then explain to you what we need to talk about. But
And I'm gonna cut it out because that BS I'm not watching again. Okay, so this is the perfect example of what I was talking about earlier. I apologize to those that didn't watch the first segment of my video. Look up at the thumbnail and her double chin, right? Here, right now in the current shot, she's angling the camera from below, and she looks smaller than she does in the thumbnail, where the camera is above her or same level. Do you know what I'm saying? And it can't be the lighting. It's gotta be that it was filmed in totally different points in time.
so after I uploaded that clip and people were speaking about
And Amber, I'm doing you a favor by still letting you speak out on this 2 weeks after the fact, because actually we should all just ignore what you're saying now, because you're talking about stuff that is not even current anymore.
it, people were coming for me saying how horrible and rude I was. Like, how
And you were.
could I do that to a company?
Exactly. But the company is fine, you know. They probably got more business now. But not because of your advertisement, but because of the cake gate.
They were just trying to be nice to send me something. I was like, what is happening? So many
Of course you didn't get that.
people were thinking that I was dissing a company who was sending that to me just
No, nobody was talking about the company.
so I could show it in my video. When I was trying to explain that, no, this was sent in malice.
And it was not. You cannot just assume that. it costs quite a bit of money to send that to you. And plus, you know, I want to just cut this off, because by now I've watched the videos where reaction channels have posted the responses of that bakery, and there's a packing slip, and so when it was sent to her, she could easily tell where it was coming from. So this is just all bullshit again to stir the pot.
But then I started feeling, for the lack of a better term, gaslit.
You get gaslit. What a joke.
To thinking, oh my God, like, are these people right? Like, was it the company who sent this to me? In my gut, I didn't think so. But like, I was afraid.
Why did you not just check the packing slip? Why not? Why not? That would solve everything.
I didn't want the company to have like this added stress around their...
They don't have added stress because of you. They have added business because of you. And it's not because you're famous. It's because you're infamous.
Company, obviously, around their business. Like, I felt horrible. So I ended up contacting them. And I sent...
Why would you contact them when you have the packing slip in the box?
them this message.
Okay. Okay.
Where I could just get a final answer, because...
A final answer? You know who sent you those cakes, or the cake and the bread.
if it was them who sent it to me, I wanted to fix this. But
fix it how? You already posted the rant. You still haven't deleted it. You still want to monetize on it. Now you're using it as a thumbnail. A picture from that Cake Rant. You're still trying to monetize on it.
they ended up replying saying that no, it was not them.
Okay.
Which I did not think it was. So
Why do you have to guess who sent you the cake when you have the packing slip and also the sender address?
I ended up responding as well, saying how I felt bad because people were like going to their pages and like leaving Google reviews about me, just like kind of crazy things. Like this like got...
Because you are this infamous, Amber, because nobody likes you anymore. The few true supporters that you have, I don't want to doubt their IQ, but hey, everybody's gotta learn their lessons in life.
bigger than I thought it was gonna be. So I felt super bad for the company.
No, you did not. You never feel bad about anybody you cause damage to. Never ever.
While my video about the fat shaming wasn't about the company. It was about the person who sent me...
You know what? I can't even focus on what she's saying, which is just nonsense. Anyway, the mindless dribbling, it's unbearable. But her waving her sausage fingers in front of the camera just to give the illusion that anything is moving is so cringy.
food. Now that this company was involved, like I started feeling horrible. So when they...
No, you did not feel horrible. You are doing this on purpose. To troll people and to keep yourself relevant and to keep people talking about you. It's working. Here I am.
They told me, no, it wasn't us who sent that to you. I just felt horrible. So I...
Horrible, horrible, horrible. This is the third time she's using that word. You did not feel horrible, Amber. You got exactly what you wanted. People keep talking about your ass. Here's what burns me about the whole thing. With a little bit of logical thinking, look at the situation. She gets a package, it says perishable food, so she wants to get it out of the pile. Makes sense. So what does she do? She turns on the camera, she opens the package, she realizes it's food and it's triggering her. She thinks that everybody out there is mean. Somebody sent this with a malicious background or reason. And so she wants to go on a rant. What common sense would have indicated is that she checks the box for a note. She checks who sent it, what is the sender address, was it sent from the bakery, yes or no. If it was sent directly from the bakery, I would have called them and said, who sent this? And if you need any written proof, I'm gonna send you a letter in the mail with my signature on it and a copy of my driver's license, and then you can tell me who sent it. She could have done her research before, and then she wouldn't have had to go online, post a rant, clickbait it, monetize it, and keep going for 2 weeks already. We're listening to this bullshit. Now she's behind on reacting to it, so 2 weeks later we're still talking about the cake rant. And she could have easily eliminated all the problems by doing her research when she had the box in front of her, look through it, where's the note, what address did it come from, there you go. And if the information wasn't there, she could have gotten it from the bakery. But no, here we are 2 weeks later, listening to her mental diarrhea.
Told them that I'm going to order from them, and what I do end up ordering, I am going to donate to the homeless shelter.
Just do it and don't talk about it. What is it with you never doing anything good in life, but always talking about doing good in life?
So moral of the story is no, it wasn't the company sending me food.
That is not the moral of the story, but keep going.
Someone did it out of malice.
No, they did not.
And I'd also like to add that I can confidently say that because in almost every single one of my videos, I am talking about how I want to improve my weight with weight loss surgery that has...
No, not really. And what you also have to take into consideration is this. If one looks at your channel, they know you keep increasing in size. And so that was probably somebody. There are so many clips of you out there, right? Like, or maybe they watched some kind of re-upload of you binging on those Chips Ahoy cookies, you know, or whatever, and they thought they'd do you a favor by sending you something delicious, because you are not a weight loss channel. You are a weight gain channel, and that would implicate that you enjoy food. And maybe that's why they send it. You cannot automatically assume that it was sent to you in malice, but being the negative person that you are, I can see where you have to.
It's been the most talked about topic on my channel.
Because you keep clickbaiting it. There's no weight loss surgery, there's no weight loss, there's no you saving your life, and yet you keep clickbaiting and monetizing it.
For months now. And
yes, for months, for 5 months now, just this time around. You've done it several times before.
And for someone to send that to me, it was not out of the kindness of their heart.
Why not? If they see you gaining weight and assuming you enjoy good food, why would they not send it to you? Stupid.
This to me doesn't make sense because...
Of course it doesn't make sense because you're a negative person and you're also flip-flopping on your channel. Ooh, I'm a weight loss channel. I would like to inspire other people, which you have, but not in the sense that you think you have. People, so, this is hilarious. People actually watch you on their treadmills. You know, I watch reactions of you while I'm out there walking, you know, or on public transportation or whatever. You inspire people by being yourself, by gaining weight, and by being a glutton and lazy.
Everyone thinks my channel is a weight loss channel.
No, we don't think that anymore. Anybody in the audience that thinks that her channel is a weight loss channel, that train has long taken off on you. You know? You created the channel to be a weight loss channel. Then in 2019, when you had reached your highest weight, you said, this is not a weight loss channel. This is a channel where I'm vlogging my life. And what a life, holy smokes. But no, I don't think there's anybody out there that thinks that your channel is a weight loss channel.
You don't send a huge pie and bread to a weight loss channel.
Why? If you want to assume something negative behind it, how about somebody is trying to make you see that you don't have, you still have not healed your relationship with food, as you claimed in February?
Right now, my relationship with food isn't complicated at all. This is the healthiest, mindset-wise, the healthiest I have been with food, I think, my whole life. You don't do it. I am forever and ever and ever grateful for anything sent to me.
No, you're not.
Letters, shoes.
Stop e-begging. You know, that's what you need to do. Stop e-begging.
Stickers, it can be anything. Like, it means the world to me that
No, it does not. And you're only on YouTube to make that money and to get free stuff.
people even think of me. But I have requested multiple times.
No, twice. And you could have also put it on that little picture you have where you show your PO box address. Why not put in red writing or signal color? Please don't send any food. Or a little disclaimer like, I appreciate anything sent to me, but please send no food. Why not? Why is that so hard for you to do?
Do not send me food.
You said it, but you automatically assume that everybody that is watching this video or that was watching, previous videos was also watching all the other videos. How conceited are you that you think that people watch you for a longer amount of time? Except for the hate watchers,
And somehow this whole thing has been turned around.
Yes, it has been turned around. You made a big deal out of it and you didn't need to do that. And now you're talking about it 2 weeks later. This has already come and gone and you're still flapping about it.
And somehow I'm the one who is at fault.
Yes, because you are.
I will never understand how I am always wrong.
You're not always wrong, but you're often wrong, and you're a horrific human being, and that is why you're getting the backlash and the negative reactions that you do get. Unless you change, the reactions will never change.
So many other things happen on a day-to-day basis, and I don't share them.
Okay, then don't hint at them now.
And that day when I filmed that, I was already having a bad day.
Then why did you feel the need to film? Do you think that negativity is what your channel needs more of, or addressing haters more? Do you really think that?
I was having a lot of
God, the greasy hair. I can't. What a pig.
internal issues that I'm going through, especially now starting therapy, and just
Okay, then deal with them on your own time. Don't put it in your vlogs.
some things in my life are happening that I don't want to talk about out
Then stop hinting at them. Nobody cares.
loud, especially not online.
Yep, stop hinting at it then.
So opening that package and seeing that, it was like, sorry if you guys see a bunch of fur. I have a little kitty right here, and she is shedding because it's starting to get hot.
No, I see greasy hair and it's disgusting because it's an indicator how it must smell in that place.
Water out. So all three of my pets are shedding. But yeah, I knew in my heart and in my gut that it was sent out of malice.
Whatever, you're a negative person, so you're always gonna assume negative reasons behind what people are doing. That is also why you didn't acknowledge the French speaking community coming to your channel and supporting you, and you still gained weight while they were supporting you. And I'm saying this not because I'm ever in her comment section, because I never click on her videos, but because I read that one community post. I can't remember what it was about, but I read the comments. I wanted to see, because people had mentioned that there are so many French speaking comments, and so I was reading them, and she didn't heart one of them. Not one of them. She didn't even acknowledge them. Not at all.
And it was the straw that broke the camel's back. And I just feel bad for the company because people are like,
You don't have to. They are fine without your toxic behavior.
sending them so many messages and harassing them as well. And it's
Yeah, just stop. Just stop.
just such a weird thing that happened, because really I was just trying to pinpoint this is what haters do. This is what fat shaming looks like. So
No, it's not.
yeah, so now I'm gonna order from them, and
Oh, Jesus Christ. So she's gonna eat those cakes too? Maybe that's why she did the whole thing, so that she has an excuse to order from them. But she could do all of this off camera. We don't need to see that. We know she's still overeating on a daily basis,
when I do get the order, I am going to donate it to the homeless
Who cares?
because I just feel bad about the whole situation.
We all know you're not gonna do it. You always talk a big game, but when it comes to actions, you just fail every single time.
So I wanted to just clarify that.
Fine. Stop waving your sausage fingers into the camera.
This whole situation, in my opinion, has been a learning experience for me.
I hope, but it doesn't seem like you've learned anything because you're doubling down on your bullshit.
That I know that if this does happen again, I am just going to keep it offline.
That's what you should have done from the start.
Because it's better. I want to shed more on the positive while still using
Shed more on the positive. Do you want to make sense, or you don't care anymore at all?
my voice for the good.
For the good. You've done so much damage to the obese community, you are not even aware of it. You have no idea what you've done. I've mentioned it recently. Everybody that is obese out here already is struggling with the fact that people think that obese people are lazy, they're gluttonous, they cannot move. By the way, I love some of the YouTube shorts where you see really heavy people moving in such a way. You know, some skinny people can't move like that, and I find that great. So that is positive. But what Amber is doing is she's reassuring people that obese people smell, they can't take care of themselves, they have greasy hair, they're depressed, they're confused, you know, they're not self-aware. This is the picture that she's projecting out here on the internet, and it's disgusting. So her saying that she wants to use her voice for positivity or being an advocate for anything is a joke.
So let's move on to another topic. Let's go to Target. Here are some
Yeah, let's not. So I see she actually is a Target. Is she actually walking? Are her pants under the soles of her shoes? Wait.
styles that I looked at. I did look at more, but of course I was
Did
in
it just look that
her
way?
style.
All right, but I did announce that I'm not going to condone her hauls anymore. She can spend all the money she likes. I'm glad she's leaving the house whenever this was recorded, but I'm gonna skip it. I cut out the Target, her being a Target and the Target haul, and here, Rarity, sunbathing behind the blinds.
Hello. It is the next day. In 7 minutes, I have my 4th therapy appointment. So after this appointment, we are 1/3 of the way complete with the 12 that I have to do.
That I have to do. She keeps pointing that out because she doesn't want to do them. Which is just another indicator that she's not into it.
And I'm so excited. I feel like really positive. Obviously, I'm dreading therapy. I always dread therapy.
I never did because it's helpful when you actually do it right.
With a mixture of like excitement just to like get it over with, or like
oh, the excitement, the anxiety about, am I gonna get caught lying? Has he already taken notes of things that I said, and today I'm saying the opposite of what I said then? You know, I get it.
talk about things that I need to talk about, just to make progress in my life.
You haven't in 32 years, except for increasing in body weight, girl.
Because I noticed with each therapy appointment, I do leave it feeling better, even though last appointment was hard. Like, I was dragging the rest of the day, all day, every day. I felt super emotional.
Then don't film afterwards, you know, it's very easy.
But it's like, it was needed. It was much, much needed. So I already know exactly how it's going to go down, but I feel like today's appointment's going to be like really good because I feel like in a really good headspace today.
Okay, but take a shower maybe before you get into the next session, huh? Look at the greasy neck, the greasy hair. It's almost in every single video, it's the same.
So yeah, I'll let you guys know how it goes afterwards.
Sure.
So I'll see you in an hour. Bye. I just got out of the appointment and...
Oh, were you crying again to kill some time?
Wow. Okay. So this is my fourth one. So I've had over 4 hours with him, and he wanted me to fill out this like thing, and I had no idea what it was, and he wasn't telling me what it was. So
Try to be more specific. Fill out what thing. Is it a form? What is it? Is it online? Is it paper form? Be a little more specific.
I filled it out. Afterwards, we went over my answers, talked about them more, and it was actually to see if I have PTSD. And I was not expecting to be doing that today. Like when you do it and you get the score, you have PTSD if it's like in between like 31 to 33, and mine was 47. I have always felt in my heart that I showed signs of PTSD, and just to hear it, from a psychologist, and to know and to have the answer, like he said, to have the answer now, we know what to do moving forward. He said we're going to be doing a lot of cognitive processing, and that
Good, if that's actually true.
it's going to be really hard. And we talked a lot about trauma. Today was a lot about trauma and PTSD and some.
Did you also tell him that you keep talking about trauma on your channel, past trauma on your channel, and the details keep changing? Or that you were in a relationship where you actually abused the other person, and then went ahead and went on your channel and reversed the story? Did you tell him about that? That's pretty serious.
The things I went through, and I purposely wear waterproof mascara.
Who cares about the makeup?
For a reason. I
Why? Because you cry in every session?
cry.
So now she's got another diagnosis, and we don't even know she does because she's lied about getting diagnosed before. And so to me, it doesn't mean anything. I'm not trying to take away from anybody that goes through therapy, because I've done it before. It's very helpful if you do it the right way. But she lies too much, and so I can't take it seriously anymore. That's, by the way, Amber, if you're watching, a direct result of you lying so much, so hey.
So much in therapy. Like, I was in a really good mood. I mean, I still am. You know what? I still am. Like, I feel so hopeful, and I feel so heard, and it's just going really well.
That's gonna go over well with the members of the audience that have been supporting her for years. I don't mean the hate watchers that support her indirectly by, whatever, but for those that actually support her and want to see her do well. And she says she actually felt hurt. She's been flapping into that camera for 9 years, and now she feels hurt. Okay, girl. Way to acknowledge your supporters again.
I am just very, very nervous.
Because you lie too much, that would make anybody nervous.
For, my next appointments, because now things are going to start getting, diving even more into my past. And
okay, it doesn't seem that you've done anything in any of the therapy sessions that you've had during the past few years that made you realize the basic problems in your life. And I'm not talking food related. I'm talking about your inability to tell the truth, and basing everything you put on the internet on how many views can it get you. That is a very, very serious problem. And what I mean by that is this. We all make decisions. We are in situations where we think, okay, what is the right thing to do? What is the wrong thing to do? I don't think she thinks that way. She just thinks in terms of what is going to get me the most views. It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. She just wants the money because the food addiction is driving her. And so she makes decisions based on that. And once the YouTube channel is gone, she would be able to go back to saying, okay, what is the right thing to do? What is the wrong thing to do? But until the YouTube channel is gone, you can't expect a food addict to decide against the views that get her the money, that get her the food,
I even straight up asked him, it was actually last session, I said, can I just get over it? Can I just move on from my trauma? Because that is...
You could, but you are victim, Lynn, and you're never going to get over it. You're always going to try and monetize it and clickbait it.
That's what so many of you tell me, just move on. And he said it's not possible. You can't just move on, especially when you have possible PTSD, because last week it was just something that he was just...
This makes me sick. I don't know if you know this about me, but I was married to 2 members of the US military, and they didn't get hurt in combat, but I know of others, or I know others that did. You get PTSD from that. I also had an uncle that was in the Vietnam War. He basically killed himself because he couldn't deal anymore, and back then the care for the veterans wasn't very great. And so I'm not trying to take away from her if she's been through any situations that caused her PTSD, but the way she's dealing with it, just by eating, and basing all of her decisions on how can she continue to get the money to continue overeat, to be able to afford all that food it takes for her to maintain and gain weight over the years. She's basing it on that. And that is so sick. That is so severely sick.
Assuming. And now he's like, yeah, you definitely have it. So it's not something I can just, you know, put on a new dress and say, oh, I'm over it.
No, but you can acknowledge the fact that you have PTSD because of certain experiences you've had in the past, but you can work on your daily life and not allow yourself to be completely dysfunctional.
It's not like that. I wish it was, because I wouldn't be this size. I wouldn't have the issues that I have. The only way you
Also, now you have something else to blame on. Okay.
can make progress is finding the right therapist, who I'm very lucky is a psychologist, truly knows what they're talking about, and they have the answers and they know exactly what I need to do.
Yeah, you've said this before about so many different doctors and therapists and dietitians, nutritionists, or whatever, and you never did what they said you should do, and here we are.
But they can't fix me. They're only there to be my guide. And
no, you can fix yourself, but you are making your money exploiting, clickbaiting, and monetizing your food addiction.
I need to fix myself and heal and do.
Yeah, and speaking of which, when are you gonna start losing weight? Because, oh my gosh.
The work. That is my 4th appointment update. Wow. Stuff is getting deep.
We don't know. You're only being vague, so why should we care?
The therapy I did last year was not this deep. I'm gonna be honest. We talked a lot about surface level stuff that I go through on a day-to-day basis, while
What is that? Give examples. Being vague, it makes it so little interesting.
This therapy is we are digging in deep. We are digging in deep. And I think...
But we don't see any changes. You're being vague about what you talk about in therapy. You never make any progress. Never. In no area of your life. Except for one. I gotta give her that. Because of all the money that she managed to scam people out of by clickbaiting, lying, and trolling, and all of the other things, she's managed to have her own home. That is it. Other than that, what has she improved in her life?
That's what I need to make progress. So
I don't even think you know what progress is, girl.
I can be a better version of myself, and I'm excited to meet her. I'm so excited to meet the person that I am once I'm healed, or even just healed a little bit, you know?
Can you imagine how much fun it would be to watch her vlogs if she got zapped every time she says something she doesn't mean, or something that isn't true at all, and she knows it? That would be fun to watch.
Well, I'm excited for that. Okay, you guys,
Holy shit, what a difference.
I'm out here looking. Not cute. Okay, so I do want to end this video by doing a little P.O. box moment, but I want to make an announcement. An announcement is being made. I am going to do P.O. box videos separately.
Yes! Guys, I can already tell you I'm not gonna react to them.
As a whole. And I'm also going to be being interviewed by you separately.
Yes! Okay, I might peek. I might take a peek, and if it's anything interesting, I might include it. But if she... Oh, that is great. That is such great news. Yeah, I love it.
As like its own whole video. And I'm going to see the way you guys enjoy it. And usually 9 times out of 10, the only way I can tell if y'all like something is based on like views. We're going to try that out. And if I notice that you guys aren't enjoying that so much, then we're gonna go back to just like sticking it at the end of my vlogs. So obviously this is gonna make
Take a shower, girl.
my vlogs a little bit shorter, which is fine. But
I love it. I love every part of this.
I have had a few people say, why don't you just do these separately? So that's why we're gonna give it a go. I'm gonna read this envelope. This card was super sweet from...
Yeah, super sweet. I'm gonna skip ahead. So this is the end of her, what does she call it? P.O. box haul or Amazon haul, whatever. And she said that the author actually sent it to her. Okay. I wish she would use it though. She didn't mention once that she's gonna, you know, try a few exercises or whatever. You know, I wish she would. But it's just another point on the whole list of things that were, you know, brought to her attention, and she failed to take advantage of them. And so yeah.
All right, you guys, I'm gonna end this vlog. I'm looking...
Yeah, you do. But you actually did the beginning of the vlog. And I don't know if she's using filters, why she's not using them all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's actually the next day. Tea.
Who cares?
I ended up sleeping in this. It was comfy. I had a moment.
Greasy hair and sleeping in your clothes from the day before and sitting there in them again. Nice.
And now I need to go get ready for the day.
Yeah, right. Probably taking another nap.
Because I'm looking...
Amber, you're not looking like you've lost any weight. When are you going to start taking this seriously? When? Do you want to end up like Life by 10? Is that what you're trying for?
Looking concerning. So I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!
Bye. Yeah. This video is already way too long. I'm gonna cut it off here. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!